welcome back to Kia Coasters. Today we're going to do a video based on what my theme park would be like in Scotland if I was able to create a Scottish theme park. So, I would call my park Themepark. Now, I would call it this because like Scotland's national flower is a thistle, so I just thought it had a nice ring to it because it's Scottish and stuff, and Themepark just had a nice ring. So for the destination and the transport, I would probably locate it near Loch Lomond, as there was talk about having a theme park near Loch Lomond, or in Fields or something kind of near Glasgow, so it's quite central. To get to these destinations, you could travel there by a car or a bus, and maybe train station, dependent obviously on the location and if it's in the middle of nowhere. And obviously you could fly by plane to like Glasgow Airport or Edinburgh or whatever is near. Okay, so now here's my really rubbish drawing of my little entrance plaza that I have going on, but obviously this is the entrance. So I would have a Ferris wheel kind of located towards the end of the street, almost like if you've been to Alton Towers this year, how they've got the cake, the 40th anniversary cake at the bottom of the street, almost like that, but a big Ferris wheel. I would also have a small garden that has lots of little flowers and stuff, and a like date clock, like a flower clock. I'd also have some food shops that sell the usual fast food, just regular shops that sell merchandise, photo passes, each going for £15, same as kind of Alton Towers Digipass. The tickets I would have, so tickets can be bought on the monorail for saving, like getting off at the entrance and then having to wait in the queue for the tickets, so you can buy them on the monorail, and it would be in the form of a wristband, or you can buy the fast passes there as well, or you can just buy it at the ticket station. Now we've got the disabled bay, so this bay would be so that disabled guests can buy here. The stations, like not the station, but the disabled block is a bit wider, so it's easier for those to get in with mobility scooters or wheelchairs. Free care as well for an all-day pass, like for those who are disabled, so free care, same as Alton Towers scheme basically. And you can also hire the mobility scooters or the wheelchairs from this area. Okay, so now I've got my little mascot, and this is the cone guy, so I'm sure his name's the Duke of Wellington in Glasgow, the statue of the guy in the horse, and quite often people put cones on his head, so that's who I would make my mascot. This is a self-service station, so that's just where you can like get your tickets that you've already pre-bought, or new tickets for that matter. Toilets, they're like just general male, female, disabled, baby change and gender neutral. Breakfast road, now I think this is something like other theme parks should use, so have a little breakfast shop outside the actual entrance, so that if you haven't had breakfast already, then you can get something before you start your day. And the monorail, so the monorail to the entrance from the car park and to around each section of the park, so you can pay for your tickets on the monorail in the form of a wristband, and it would probably cost around 122 million for 4.4 miles of monorail track. Okay, so now we're on to the first area of the park, which is the Danger Den. So, in this area, as you can see by the picture, we would have an RMC. I would call this Nae Danger, which means no danger to anyone that is not Scottish. So an RMC is a Rocky Mountain construction coaster. Cost around 8.1 million for an average coaster, but I would like lots of airtime, 2 0G rows and 1 version, ideally. But obviously that is dependent. Now we have Freedom, as known from the Braveheart film. So, fun time slingshot ride. I'm not sure about the prices, but I've said here about 50,000 to 100,000, but I think it would be quite a bit more than that. But this PowerPoint was made a long time ago, like October last year, so obviously I didn't have as much knowledge then as I do now. Now we have Drukit, which means like soaking or like wet in Scottish. So this is an Intamin Rapids ride, and I said here I'm not sure about the prices, but probably a £1 million investment. Obviously I don't actually know, but I'm guessing that these are good, like that's a good kind of guess. The Danger Den section as well. So we have a hot dog stand costing around £4.50 for a hot dog and a drink. We have the donut shop selling donuts for around £2 or £8 for a box of 5. We've also got a shop containing nearly all of the merch from around the park, and obviously the Danger Den merch on top of that. Racer Rally is the next area of the park, so as you can see that's a picture of Taryn in the photo, and I would call it Knockhill Racer. So Intamin Blitz Coaster, as you can see by the picture, I would like no inversions on this ride, but lots of airtime and quite a twisty track. It's quite difficult to say, twisty track. I would guess this would cost around an 8 to 10 million investment. Burns and Braes, so this is an Intamin water coaster. I would like this coaster to have like kind of 2 airtime hills and a large scale drop. I think this would cost probably around 5 to 6 million. So now we have Pit Stop, so an average twister amusement ride, and I'm guessing it would cost around 120,000, but obviously that could be off. And then we have the Road to Become a Racer, a 4D cinema that's dedicated to the racing life, and I'm guessing it would cost around 1.5 million, but obviously that could be dependent. In this Racer Rally area as well, we would have the Rocky Racer, which is a diner selling some good food into like the Racer Rally area. Grab and Go, we've got a burger stand that sells burgers for £4 or £5 with a drink. And then we have the motor shop, so they're just selling the kind of racing theme type things. Now we've got Irn-Bru Plaza. Now I'm sure people in England will also know what Irn-Bru is, but it's very, very popular here in Scotland, and I'm pretty sure it was made in Scotland. So I would have Irn-Bru the Big One. So this is almost a take on the Pepsi Max Big One, but Big Yin means Big One in Scottish. Mack Hyper Coaster, 1 loop, 1 inversion, fast-paced lift hill, and costing around 24.5 million. Then we've got Skate, a normal amusement waltzers, but the carriages would be like an Irn-Bru can, and it would cost around 500,000 roughly. Again, could be wrong, this is literally guessing. This is Keeking Cans, so this is a Mack interactive dark ride. Other theming could be inside, as like Joe for example, but instead of shooting the little like lights, you would be shooting like cans, if that makes any sense, and this could cost around 3 to 4 million. Now we've got Taps Off, which means tops off if anyone doesn't know. There's Perla Disco, it seemed to like a bottle head in the middle, and the lid is like flying off it pretty much. That is what I was trying to get from this image, and it could cost around 1.5 million. Irn-Bru Plaza as well would have a hot dog stand, the same as usual, £4.50 for about a hot dog and a drink. Irn-Bru shop selling Irn-Bru clothes, tops and sweets, and then a general shop selling the Themepark things. Wacky Woodland, now that is obviously smaller in the picture, and this is your off your head, which means you're off your head in normal English. Infinity Gerstlauer coaster, approximately 14 million, very similar build to Smaller, but if possible, maybe one more loop just to put that mark on the map. What Lies Beneath, so this is obviously Baron, is it 1888 or 1980? Something like that. a B&M dive coaster, and like almost like Oblivion but a much longer length, or the same as Baron, with 2 inversions, and it would cost around 14 million. Out of focus. So this is a Fabry booster ride, 1.5 minute long cycle, costing around 1 million. Again, this could be off, but that is Pandemonium, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Pandemonium at Drayton Manor. So this is humongous, so this is a Starflyer, I'm sure. Yeah, Starflyer giant swings costing around 750,000. So 750,000. And yeah, so that could again be off. Wacky Woodland would also have the Pure Dead Brilliant restaurant, a fancy restaurant with posh menus and an app so that you can turn it up just 10 minutes before your dinner, and then you can pre-order your food before you come in, so then it's there and you've got 10 minutes to chat beforehand and then get your dinner, and then it's like optimum ride time so that you can get the fastest service. We also have a shop containing woodland things, such as riding the merch. The zoo, and I'm not going to go into detail about all the animals, but I will show you the animals that I was thinking of having. So these are most of the animals. Obviously I would like some more, but that was kind of the idea. Now we've got the Nae Nessin, which means no messing in English, but it's supposed to be a take on no messing, but Nae Nessin. So that is 13 in the picture. So we've got Nessie as 13. So an intimate drop coaster themed to Nessie going under the sea, costing around 8 million, and I would like lots of airtime. We've got the Highland Cows. This is as Imperler Rock and Tug, costing around 100,000. Again, could be quite off. And that is the Cranky's Drop Tower or something like that at Drayton Manor, and that's I would call it Tartan Tower, an intimate drop ride called Tartan Tower, costing around 300,000. Again, this could be very, very off. Then we've got the Carousel and the Teacups. So Carousel and spinning teacups costing around 100,000 in total, which again could be off. Nae Nessin again, a burger stand, same for £4 for a burger and with a drink £5, and then a shop selling the Nae Nessin things. Okay, and then the garden shops and amusements. So shops like selling general theme park stuff around the store, and yeah, and it would be like near the garden. Then in that picture is the Alton Towers garden, but I would just like the garden to surround a monument, so the monument in the middle I would like is the Duke of Wellington statue, as I was on a bit before, which, as we can see here, the monument of the horse, with a horse and a man with a with a cone in his head. The way I've worded that's so strange. But yeah, okay, now here's my other rubbish drawing, but this was like the pre-plan before making the PowerPoint. So as you can see, it was made a while ago because my writing is horrendous, but as you can see, so I've got in the middle the gardens, the shops, and then the monument right in the centre. Down at the front we've got the entrance, to the left we've got all the different lands. So, and this is it on a kinda map idea. So we would have the monument in the garden, like big garden in the centre. Entrance is the white at the bottom. To the left of that we've got the Wacky Woodland, and to the right the Danger Den. And just above Danger Den we would have Racer Rally, and just behind that Ironbury Plaza. To the left of Ironbury Plaza we would have the Nae Nessin, and below the Nae Nessin we would have the zoo. And again below the zoo we would have Wacky Woodland. And it's quite easy to get to because you can either go like up, like straight up. So say you were at Danger Den and you wanted to go to Nae Nessin, you could either walk through all the other places such as Racer Valley, Ironbury Plaza, and then Danger Den, or you could do Danger Den entrance, Wacky Woodland, Zoo, Nae Nessin, or you could just go from Danger Den to the monuments in the centre to then Nae Nessin, because obviously that would be the quickest route. So I wanted to make it so that it was easy to get to from every point in the park. Okay guys, so that is the end of my slideshow presentation. Let me know what you think below, and if there's anything you would add or what you would have in your own theme park. And I would like to make this video into hopefully a series when Planet Coaster Console comes out, so that I can build this and make it a reality. So let me know if you would be interested in that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Oh, and please remember to subscribe. Bye.